Listen, if you woke up today wondering why Plume Network, Plume, is suddenly everywhere, trending, pumping, exploding on the charts, this is not a coincidence. Something big just happened, and it has the entire Korean crypto market and RWA sector buzzing. Let's break this down in a way that shows you exactly why Plume is moving, what's fueling the hype, and what you should be watching next before deciding your next move. Plume didn't just wake up and pump for no reason. Something massive hit the market and up it listing. This is not just any exchange. This is South Korea's biggest exchange, home to over 10 million crypto users, and historically one of the most explosive retail-driven markets in the world. On November 26th, Upbit officially launched the Plume/KRW pair. Within 1 hour, Plume shot up 55%, and the 24-hour volume ballooned by 600%. Smashing through $187 million in trading activity. That's the kind of liquidity injection you normally see with tokens that were already mainstream, but for Plume, this is new territory. Korean buyers came in so aggressively that Upbit had to put volatility controls in place, delaying buy orders to slow the frenzy. And if you know the Korean market, when they adopt a new coin, they don't come in quietly, they come in like a tidal wave. But here's the interesting part, this pump wasn't just emotion and hype. Technically, Plume was already sitting on a coiled spring. For weeks, the price was stuck under a descending trend line, but right as the Upbit news hit, Plume broke out, reclaimed the crucial $0.0475 level, and flipped short-term momentum bullish. The RSI finally escaped oversold levels, momentum indicators flipped green, and traders saw the opportunity. This wasn't just news, it was a technical squeeze waiting to happen. But don't get it twisted, we're not out of the woods yet. The 200-day EMA still sits way up near $0.095, and with RSI still below 50, volatility is the only guarantee. If Plume can break above $0.0475 and hold, the next target is 7 cents, the fib 61.8% level. If not, there's a risk of a slide back to the $0.023 support. This is why traders are paying attention right now. And then there's the biggest reason institutions are watching. RWA's real-world assets. Plume didn't come out of nowhere. This is one of the fastest-growing RWA blockchains in the space, powered by a partnership with Securitize, backed by BlackRock and Morgan Stanley. It's not just narratives. Plume currently has 279,692 RWA holders, which is literally half of the entire RWA sector. The RWA industry hit $30 billion in Q3 2025. TVL is growing 10% month over month. Institutions are moving into tokenized funds, private credit, treasury products, and Plume's Nest staking protocol positions Plume as a gateway to real, yield-backed assets. This is why the narrative is sticking. This is why investors aren't treating this like just another Korean pump. This is why volume is coming from both retail and early institutional interest. So what does this all mean for you? Plume's pump today came from a perfect storm, a massive Upbit listing, a technical breakout that traders were waiting for, institutional-grade RWA growth backing the narrative. But here's the catch. 68% of all Plume supply remains locked until 2028. Low float plus huge demand equals volatility that can melt faces in both directions. Korean pumps can reverse fast. But if Plume sustains over $150 million plus daily volume and holds above the new support areas, this run has room to evolve, especially if Nest Vault inflows pick up. So if you're watching this happen in real time, understand this. Plume is trending today for a reason. Plume is pumping today for a reason. The combination of exchange liquidity, technical breakout, and RWA narrative strength is rare, and timing is everything. Act fast, because the market already is. Plume is an Ethereum-compatible blockchain designed to tokenize real-world assets, RWAs, like real estate and commodities, integrating them into decentralized finance, DeFi, through compliance-focused infrastructure. RWA Tokenization Hub bridges traditional assets, e.g. private credit, commodities with DeFi, enabling staking, lending, and trading. Compliance-built architecture embeds KYC/AML checks and regulatory tools directly into its protocol layer. Ecosystem growth hosts 200-plus projects, including partnerships with institutions like Securitize and Apollo Global. Plume aims to make traditionally illiquid assets, e.g., real estate, luxury collectibles, accessible and composable in DeFi. By tokenizing RWAs, it allows users to interact with these assets as freely as crypto, staking, borrowing, or using them in yield strategies. For example, its partnership with Securitize enables tokenized funds from BlackRock and Hamilton Lane to be traded on-chain. Source. Built as an EVM-compatible chain, Plume supports Ethereum-based tools while adding modular features for RWA's compliance layer, automates regulatory checks, e.g., identity verification, at the protocol level. Cross-chain interoperability uses mirrored yield tokens to distribute RWA yields across 18-plus blockchains without bridging risks. Real-world data integration reserves block space for oracles to feed asset valuations and economic data. Plume's ecosystem includes institutional partners, collaborations with Paxos for stablecoin liquidity and Securitize for compliant asset issuance. Developer tools, a $25 million ecosystem fund to accelerate RWA-focused dApps. User base, over 280,000 active RWA holders and $645 million in total value locked. TVL, as of November 2025, source.